Okay. What is your name?
My name is
Krishna Naina?
Radhika. Aditi.
Aditi. Okay. You guys used to come to the Hare Krishna kids and now you're not coming. Why?
I have another class at the time.
Same class. What about you, Aditi?
Which day is it?
Saturday.
I have the same class as you.
Oh, so you have a different classes. Good. Okay. So I have a question to three of you and maybe you can take turns. The question is, what is your advice to all the kids who are practicing Krishna consciousness to not feel ashamed of our own culture?
Because you're doing a good thing, and when you do it, you're not gonna feel regret it. Because if you don't do it now, then when you grow older, you're gonna regret that you didn't do it. Because like
You'll regret that
you
you'll.
were
Oh,
supposed to
good.
do.
That's a very good thing. Okay.
When you're younger, you'll feel like, oh, I'm so young now, we could do it later. Why not just like do it later? You keep postponing it, but when you're later, you'll be so into it, it'll become a habit that you won't even want to do it. Like if you do it now, younger people have a better chance of doing stuff than older people. Our culture is a good thing, and we should do it. Even if we can't help other people, we can do it.
So
We can-
what if let's say if the kids start feeling a little bit shy, what's your advice for them, for those kids?
Well,
If they're feeling shy, let's say they're chanting their Hare Krishna mantra and their friends come to the home. So I saw some kids, immediately they'll keep the beads behind them, thinking that, oh, what will my friend think about me chanting? So what is your advice?
Some people might not understand, your friends might not understand, but you can tell them it's kind of like mantra meditation. It's like, it's cultural. You can teach them how to do it too. Maybe they'll like it too. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's
So-
a good thing that we're doing.
Good.
and
I know I'm not
Yes,
in the
so
video.
Misty, yeah, what's your name? Your name is
Mishti.
Misty, yes.
I think the thing is that when it comes to other people not liking what we're doing, we have to realize that, is this person greater than Krishna? Because I'm doing this to please Krishna and Guru, right? So is this person greater than Krishna? If this person likes the holy name, then I also like this person. But if this person doesn't like the holy name, how can... See, we all need good association to progress in Krishna consciousness. But if someone, honestly no one, if you say it's something cultural, people have that culture phobia, that they won't say anything against culture. But if they're that against Krishna consciousness, then it's that person is not favorable for Krishna consciousness, then that person will only bring us down from what we're trying to do, our sadhana, right, Radhika? Like, I just wanted to add that in. Sorry, I think I interrupted the video.
No.
But so when we realize that this person isn't favorable for sadhana, then when we keep that person's sangha, what'll happen is slowly our spiritual, whatever we've gotten, that'll all be lost, because that person will be like, oh, you're chanting? Oh my god.
because they'll lose.
Oh my god, Radhika, I can't believe you're chanting. That's like so weird and
they'll make
creepy.
you lose your interest.
So they'll make you lose your interest in chanting, and then every time you see someone else who isn't a devotee, you'll be like, oh my god, they're gonna think this too. And then that'll become paranoid. That happened to me, and that's what I'm telling. So that's my advice. I think now I have to
So
go.
if I understand correctly, what you're trying to advise to all the kids is, if they should not feel ashamed, and even if their friends, so-called friends, if they start teasing them, teasing us, that means they have no taste, they have no inclination towards Krishna consciousness. So let's maintain some distance with them, but not disrespect them.
Yeah.
We should
And
start
then
maintain
obviously
some
we should
distance.
make new friends.
New friends.
Yeah, it's especially if you're younger. Like if you're younger, it's very easy to make new friends, and it's easy to get into different friend groups. So, and if you don't have any other friends, then go to the temple, find new friends there. I mean, at the temple, I don't think anyone's going to actively say, "Don't be my friend." So find friends there. If you don't know anyone at the temple, then call up someone, some Mataji Prabhuji, and ask, "Do you know anyone who I can be friends with?"
So
Because
don't get
scared of not having friends.
good. That's a very nice advice. Thank you, guys. Sorry. Thank you, kids. No, guys. Thank you, kids. But I wish you a very, very best. And I know Misty is getting initiation tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Detroit Temple. Best of luck. And once you get initiated, please tell your name to all of us. Okay? Thank you, Radhika, Krishna, Aditi, and Misty. Even though you're not coming, I always think about you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
That's how I'm here, Prabhu. Now I
Hare
see.
Krishna, what is a good name?
Mukunda.
Mukunda, you remember you used to come to the Hare Krishna kids classes
Yes, Prabhuji.
and now you stopped coming
Yes, Prabhuji.
because you forgot.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, so I want to ask you one question. How many rounds you chant every day?
16 rounds, Prabhuji.
16 rounds. Can you say like how do you plan your day?
So at the beginning, I wake up at 7 a.m. and I like get ready and everything. I have a breakfast, and then I do one round before school. And then on the bus, like there's nothing to do. Nobody talk. Like everybody's talking. So I just do chanting while in the middle of everybody.
So how many rounds you chant in the bus?
I chant around 4 or 5.
So 4 plus 1, 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Or let's say 5. 5 plus 1,
Yeah.
6. Okay.
And then after that, when I get off the bus stop, I stand in the line to get inside school. And when I get into school, I do all my school. And when I'm coming back on the bus stop, again, I chant a few rounds. And when I'm walking back home from the bus stop, it gives me a lot of opportunity to chant rounds. But even if I don't finish as many rounds as I'm supposed to do by that time, I do it when I come back home.
So
after.
let's talk about it. So when you're coming back from the school, you chant one more 5 rounds, right?
Yeah.
So 5 plus 5, 10. 10 plus 1, 11.
Yeah.
So you still have 5 more rounds to chant.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that 5 rounds you chant when you come back home.
Yeah.
So what time you go back to bed?
So I go to bed around 9:30.
So do you think it's possible for kids to chant 16 rounds?
I mean, it depends. If they have a negative attitude, then maybe never. But if they actually have a feeling that they might be able to chant 16 rounds, and if they want to go towards that goal, then I feel like they could.
So can you give a tip or a guide or guidelines to all the kids?
Don't ever give up. Like even one day you don't chant 16 rounds, that's okay. But keep on trying. Never ever give up.
Okay, Mukunda Prabhu ki Jaho. Hare Krishna. Thank you for inspiring all the kids, Prabhu. Okay, what is your name?
My name is Rasika.
Rasika used to come to the programs and now you stopped coming. Why?
It's been school and everything. I've been meaning to come, but I have classes in the mornings and stuff. But
Is that true?
yeah, it is actually.
Okay, so how do you plan your day?
On school
When do you
days-
wake up?
Yeah, on school days I usually wake up at 5:30, around 5:30 or 6. And then I'll get ready, and my bus comes at 7. So while on the bus on the way to school, I'll chant a couple rounds. So usually I'll do 3-4 rounds.
So you don't feel shy?
No, I just have chanting background for kids. And if they ask, I'm like, it's just a temple thing. It's religious, and it's I'm chanting the names of God. So yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. How many rounds you chant typically in a
I
bus?
chant 16.
In the bus itself?
No. In the bus, I chant around 3 to 4.
3 to
And
4.
when I walk to the bus stop, I'll chant 1 or 2. Because the bus stop's really far.
5 rounds, okay.
Yeah, about that. And then when I'm coming back from school, in the bus, I'll chant 2-3 rounds, same amount. And then when I'm walking back,
7
yeah,
plus
so
2,
usually
9.
at the end of the school day, I have 8 or 9 rounds done. And then after school, I just relax for a bit. And then I usually finish the rest of my rounds either after school or in the evening after dinner. Because that's the only time I have after. But yeah, and then, yeah.
So what do you do when you come back from the school? Do you make something for the dinner? Do you help your dad making something for the dinner?
I probably I go read or chill on my phone or whatever. Then I'll have snacks.
So who makes the prasad at home?
Usually my grandma, my mom's mom, she makes dinner. I occasionally help. I'm more of a baker. So I make cheesecake, cake, cupcakes like that.
Very nice. So what is it you want to pass on to the next generation? Because I see some kids, they feel shy. They feel
feel
shy and they feel also when they take Indian food, they think it's not cool. So they hide the Indian food in the bag and they think it's as if they're doing something wrong. Now when a person thinks he's doing something wrong, he always looks everywhere.
Yeah.
So what is your advice to this next generation? Why should they not feel ashamed of their own culture?
I feel the American society is very material in that way. And when we associate with them, we also become material. And we need to I feel we need to stick to our culture. We need to stick to our belief about Krishna. Because when we start following them, we also go deeper and deeper to Maya. And when we go deeper and deeper into material consciousness, we go farther and farther away from Krishna consciousness. And our goal of life is Golok Vrindavan. If we don't make that the goal of our life, we're going to have to keep coming birth after birth.
and human life isn't exactly amazing. Material world isn't exactly the best place to be. So I want to make this my last birth, so I can, go to Golok Vrindavan in this life, because the miseries never end in this world. And I want to go back to Krishna. And one thing I tell myself is that Americans, they have their own culture. They don't shy away. So why should I shy away?
Very nice point.
Like they eat meat or whatever they eat, right? Like they don't feel shy because there's a lot of them, but we shouldn't feel shy either because that's our culture. And I feel like, honestly, in school there are a lot of narrow-minded people, so it can be hard to like open up about like Krishna and stuff like that. But I just stick to myself. Usually I've preached to a couple of students in my classes and they started coming to temple. But for those people who don't who have like minded opinions and who don't like understand that, I usually just stop hanging out with them because they don't help me grow in my Krishna consciousness. And I read in Srimad Bhagavatam in the 5th chapter, I think, how we should stop associating with non-devotees, and like that doesn't mean ignore them or like be mean to them. Just like keep the association minimal. Because, yeah, because when you associate with them, you don't go into Krishna consciousness. I've noticed when I used to hang out with like non-devotee friends, it's like I would focus on material stuff more, and it's like I need to focus on Krishna, So yeah, one thing I do is keep minimal contact with non-devotees, because Vaishnavas are like this true source, and that's how you make progress in spiritual life.
Very nice. So what is your final advice to all the kids who are still struggling to chant 3 rounds, 4 rounds? How can they come to 16 rounds?
I would say everyone has their own thing that they love in Krishna consciousness. Mine is Kirtan, and that inspired me to start chanting. So find your thing, whether it's listening to lectures, reading Srimad Bhagavatam, listening to Kirtan, whatever you like. And find a spiritual teacher like a Maharaj who is expert in that. For example, each Maharaj is like, good in multiple things. So my Guru Maharaj, in the Dhammasaya Maharaj, he's good at Kirtan. And so I started liking Kirtan and started taking inspiration from him. And when you find a Maharaj that you connect to, you listen to his classes, you try to like take deeper understanding. And I guess that's how you start chanting. But I feel like the biggest factor, more than even like Kirtan or like, is Vaishnava association. Association is the key. Like, we need to hang out with more devotees than non-devotees, because my devotee friends, they've helped me, like they've inspired me to chant. And when they inspire me to chant, I feel motivated to, do more Krishna consciousness. So I feel like association is
So I think I have one request to you, Rasika.
Yeah.
So you pray to all the next generation, the small kids. There are kids who are chanting, who stopped chanting. So please pray for them. And once you should come to the Hare Krishna Kids program and teach them how not to get influenced by the peer pressure. That is something what I noticed.
Peer pressure is very,
So you come, you make a presentation one Saturday. Whenever you have time, you just come and hang out with all the kids. Okay? Thank you, Rasika.
Thank you.